on Fraud Alert this coming week. Tell us. Let the people know. Let me know. I don't know who he's going to pick. I'm very curious to see what teams you have on Fraud Alert, especially after not just this past week, but these past 2 days. I'm very, very curious. Let me get a new piece of paper down. Hold on. To get this.
This is going to be a good one for you guys. I mean, my fraud list coming into this week, in terms of teams or even players that have been on the list, kind of been chilling on the list for a while. You know it. You love him, or maybe you hate him. Who knows? JJ McCarthy. He's been on the list for a good while. Him and his team both have been chilling on the list. They kind of created this whole list, if I'm being honest. All thanks to them. All thanks to him throwing with his eyes closed.
Nah.
And being surprised when the receiver doesn't catch it.
Nah. The Vikings, the ones who won the division last week, this year, is their team on the fraud list. Yikes.
And they've been on it already.
Yeah.
Another team that's been on it already. I didn't understand the whole, the love for this team. Everyone's coming into the season, they're talking about, and remember, I'm new to the NFL, so keep that in mind, everyone. But those lion-ass Lions. I don't fuck with them at all. I don't fuck with them. Not even a little bit.
Okay, Lions number 2.
They just don't seem like a team that can hold it down when it matters. After this week, the games that have been played over, or let's just say the games that are played on Thanksgiving Day, added to the fraud list starting now.
Especially against the Packers, man. They couldn't get nothing.
Packers.
Okay, give me a second here. Hold on. So the Vikings, definitely the Vikings are on the fraud. I agree with the Vikings being on the fraud list. They have too many good weapons. JJ McCarthy got drafted way too high, and Kevin O'Connell is way too good of a coach for their records to be this bad. Especially with Brian Flores.
Way too good of a receiver.
Way too good. And the Brian Flores way too good of a defensive coordinator to not. I mean, then again, if your offense goes 3-0, your defense is just going to get tired. So, yes, definitely on the Vikings. And the Lions not being able to do anything on Thursday was just sad. We clearly see Jahmyr Gibbs is the only thing you guys have going for you when Amon-Ra St. Brown's out. And what's going on with Jared Goff?
Listen, I don't understand. He doesn't look like whenever the camera pans to him during the game, it looks like he doesn't know where he is sometimes.
I don't understand the whole, I don't know, Jared Goff, he's dying slowly on me. Especially watching him play on primetime, they have to beat the Cowboys, or I'm fully just the Lions are back to the same old Lions.
Listen, the best performer during that game was Eminem during the halftime show. That's all I'll say about that. The best performance of the game was Eminem during those 15 minutes on the stage. Because Jared Goff seeing double.
Seeing ghosts and seeing double. That's good. All right. Next team on the fraud alert. Who you got?
I got 3 more teams for you.
Ooh, I love it.
First team.
So we got 5 teams.
5 teams.
Are these in any particular order?
Not any particular order. It's more of a round table situation where they have a seat at the table, the fraud table, basically. And we know that the Lions and the Vikings are very comfortable with that table currently.
2 teams in the NFC North. Shout out the Bears for getting the win today. Go ahead.
This next one, less a team, more so a player. But the team is doing their best to get him off the table, but he's just trying his best to be glued to it. That's going to be Lamar Jackson.
No way.
Yes. Great player. I mean, just a once-in-a-generation type of talent. At least he was for a very long time. But for those of you who are not aware, over the last 3 games, I'll give you a chance to guess this here. Over the last 3 games, Adrian, how many passing touchdowns do you have?
Oh, I think I know this stat. Hold on. Is it 0?
It is.
Why you had to pull that stat out? They literally. Yeah.
As a quarterback, you have 0 passing touchdowns in 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, if I'm not mistaken, two of those three games were the Browns
Yep.
and the Jets.
Yep. And what just had who they just played historically? One of the
The historically worst defense in the league currently. You can't get a passing touchdown on that team.
He actually got an interception instead.
Interception and 3 fumbles. No, sorry, not 3 fumbles. It wasn't all him. At least one fumble. That was him. Yeah. 5 turnovers total as a team. So, matter of fact, add the team to the table too.
I already put it on there.
Lamar and Zay Flowers are sitting at the table comfortable. More people are pulling up a chair from that team.
Kyle Hamilton got smoked on a couple plays against rewatching the Bengals versus Ravens game. Kyle Hamilton got smoked. Joe Burrow throwing Jamar Chase open was sweet, but then they clearly changed that and locked him up. But yeah,
with the one hand snag. They just wanted it more.
That team, exactly. That team just plays better with Joe Burrow out on the field. I agree here. I think the Ravens definitely are on fraud watch and have to. They're definitely watching like a Hawkeye that Bills Steelers game at 4:00. They have to be.
And they shouldn't. That shouldn't be the case at all. And I know people are talking about, well, they had like a 5-game win streak, and yeah. But when it matters, what happens?
Nothing.
When it matters, what happens? When you are playing at home against the worst defense in the league, you put up 14 points.
Yeah. Yeah, and not clean points either. There was some. No. It took a while, and then you stalled out. That's what I mean. A lot of offenses are stalling out. Those red zone defenses are kicking butt. Do you have next team on fraud alert?
These next two teams, I'm going to say, these are future contenders for a seat at the table.
Okay, so they're kind of grouped together.
Well, let's group together more so, like, depending on how their game goes on Sunday.
So they're getting the table water. They're not necessarily sitting at the table.
They're not at the table yet, but there's 2 seats waiting for them in case they underperform on Sunday.
Okay. Who's first?
One. The Colts. The Colts lose the game against the Texans.
Stop it.
That just solidifies that Danny Dimes doesn't know what to do against a good defense. His ability to read a defense is concerningly bad. Again, when you get sacked, how you get up makes a very, very big difference. When he gets up, he looks around like he doesn't know where he's at.
Yeah.
And like, come on, next play, get into it. All of a sudden, it's 2 seconds left on the play clock, and the Colts are calling a timeout because he's still recovering. That's a problem for the team. And I get it. You have what people are calling potentially MVP of the league, Jonathan Taylor. How many games have you and I watched personally where the game is carried by him?
Yeah. Yeah, the Falcons.
We are seeing
Falcons.
Yeah,
no, the Falcons game. He literally won that game for them in overtime.
We are seeing a less saturated or less dramatic example or comparison of J.J. McCarthy when they won a national championship. Signing the camera, signing the ball, all-star quarterback, baby.
Nice. Yeah.
Not my alter ego.
Is that Danny Jones, my alter ego, is Indiana Jones? Who knows?
Might as well be, because I've never seen him throw a football. I assume it's just as good as Danny Dimes when he's under pressure.
Under pressure.
So the Colts have a chance to move away from the table here. Just win this game against the Texans.
Right. They're not seated at the table, but they're getting closer and closer. The 2-game winning, the 2-game losing streak for sure is not a good look for the Colts. That defense needs to get better on the secondary. They should have won against the Chiefs. I don't know why they kept running man and leaving the middle open against the Chiefs with Rashid Rice and Xavier Worthy. I understand that they're fast, so they assume they'll go deep. But if you leave the middle open, they're going to cut inside. And I think that is something also that the pass rush needs to get a bit more involved in the Colts for sure. Yeah, okay. So teetering on the line, but not necessarily on the fraud yet, but they're on high alert. Let's say high alert. Who is your next team?
Final team here that's on fraud alert, and also in terms of like medium to high alert, it's going to be the Bills. The Bills are another team that have to win this Sunday. For them to lose against the Dolphins, obviously people were like going crazy over that, like, oh, The Bills lost. Like, that was the for sure game. Josh Allen owns the Dolphins. He shouldn't lose to them. And then for them to also lose in primetime against the Texans, put up 13 points, if I'm not mistaken. I think the final score was 16-13 against the Texans. I love Josh Allen.
Yeah.
What a great guy.
Sure.
Funny guy. Every interview I see of him, hilarious.
Yeah.
3 rushing touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns in one game.
Mm-hmm.
He is an elite quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So if they end up losing this game to the Steelers, a Willy Wonka defense, sometimes there, sometimes not. Now you see me, now you don't have a defense. They're going to need a seat at the table.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You're not wrong. But I don't think, no, they're not projecting anything that they're supposed to not be, right? Like the Vikings, I think, were projected to be good this year. The Lions are projected to be good this year.
Let's start both teams, yeah.
I mean, all these teams actually, besides the Colts, were supposed to be projected this year, be good this year, but the Colts came out hot and now are losing, and that's why I understand why they're not necessarily at the table, but close, because they came out hot and now they play good teams and they look how they look. And the Bills, especially, with the chance to take over the AFC in the playoffs and maybe even clinch it, they're not even going to win the division. They're going to win the division. Because they lost to the Patriots, but they can come back against the freaking Ravens 41-40 in week 1. The Bills are your last team. They're not there, but they're close, because if they lose, I get it.
2 teams right there, the Colts and the Bills. If they lose this week, congratulations, buddy. You made it to the table. Have a seat.
So 2 teams to watch out for is the Colts and the Bills. Teams already at the table is the Vikings, Lions.
Lion-ass Lions.
The Ravens.
And Mr. Goose Egg himself. 0 touchdowns in 3 games.
Dude, that is crazy.
People are like, you're a certified hater. Okay.
And
guess what? After this week, if those teams lose,
yeah, who's right?
We'll
who's
right
wrong?
back here.
Yeah. Also,
who's wrong?
Where you guys don't have, you tell us. You tell us. You know what I mean? Don't just be typing. Come out come see me and see what happens. Come see me and see what happens. Like, what
I didn't see that comment that one of you left. Crazy take from a Cowboys fan. Let me tell you something right now. I'm the furthest thing from a Cowboys fan, first of all. Second of all, the fraud list doesn't lie.
Okay, sticking his guns down, and I'm here for it. Dave's fraud list, everybody. Give a round of applause, David. Appreciate you for doing that. First segment,
folks. Thanks for having me.
First big segment. We talked about. He always would tell me this team's fraud, this team's fake, and so I was like, David, we gotta have your own segment of David's fraud alert. David's teams on fraud alert. So Vikings, Lions, Ravens already own the table, maybe even invested money in the restaurant at the table they're sitting at, and the Colts and the Bills are serving water to this table, and the Ravens, Lions, and the Vikings are looking at them being like, you want to sit down? And
Mark texted Josh Allen asking, do you want me to order anything for you?
Before you get here, make sure the food's hot when you get here. Yikes. Shout out, David. Very exciting to see. Those are now I'm going to watch these games like a hawk, because I definitely looking to see. Obviously, we're not saying these teams are bad. We're just saying these teams are underperforming the expectations and need to perform better to have a future in this league. It's cutthroat. Let's be honest. It's cutthroat. Playoffs, it's 1 game, not 7. Win or go home. Shout out, David, for his fraud alert. Teams on fraud alert this week.